Yes, I know before you start we should only be making necessary journeys. Tell me how the fuck you can sit at home with this new bike in the garage and not make an unnecessary journey. I'm sorry. So here we have it, the new Rocket 3R. It's replaced the Thruxton R. And what a beast this is. It is such a lovely bike to ride. It's physically a big bike, as I probably said in the review. But this is the reveal of the new bike. So I have actually ridden this for about a day, and my god, have I made the most of it. We have done 370 miles. 370 miles. That's not bad, is it? Because I think in the next week or two we won't be allowed to come out to play, which is fair enough. So I'm going to make the most of this bad boy before I'm not allowed to go out anymore. So what are the first impressions of actually owning the bike? Well, it's a fantastic bike. It's just amazing. It's just, you've got to ride one. You've really got to ride one. I mean, it's a physically big bike, very, very gutsy, and it handles surprisingly well for such a big bike. It really does. One thing you must realise with a bike like this is its thirst for petrol. My god, does it like petrol. On a run, at sort of running in speeds or rev range of around sort of 3,500 RPM in sixth, which is over the motorway speed limit just about, you're looking at about 34, 35 to the gallon. And riding it on these sort of A roads, country roads, within the speed limit and sort of going up to the 4,000 RPM you're allowed to for the first, I think, 400 miles, it's about 40, 41, which, to be honest, it's not the end of the world. You know, this is a 2.5 litre motorcycle. It's a fun bike, comedy bike. It's not, you know, it's not a serious touring bike, although you know it's comfortable enough. Struggle a bit with the luggage options at the moment, but yeah, you could tour. I would, you know, it's more than comfortable, but it is going to be an expensive bike to run. But you don't sort of go into one of these bikes, buying one of these bikes with the idea that it's going to be doing 70 to the gallon, really, do you? It's got an 18 litre tank, so you're looking, I think it's around 140. You might get a bit more than that depending how you're riding on a tank full of juice, but yeah, you're not going to get a lot more than that. I mean, my bobber with the Speedmaster tank does about, you've got to fill it up at 120. You probably need to fill this up at about 120, 130. But it's a fantastic bike, it really is. The finish is really good on it. It's nice the way you've got no sort of cables coming out of the switchgear, it's all hidden in the handlebars. Goes around the bends well as well. It's handles so well for, you know, a bike this size. You don't, I really wasn't expecting it to ride as it does. The TFT screen, very similar to the Scrambler one, if not identical. I mean, the only thing on this, as it comes out the box, is it's got a temperature, outside temperature monitor, whereas the Scrambler hasn't, but everything else is pretty much identical. Not sure about the phone and sat-nav connection, but it's not something I'm going to bother with. I'm going to get a screen as soon as I can get hold of one, but they're in short supply at the moment. No one seems to have one, so I think it's the end of April, so I'm going to order one of those. It's got the heated grips. We put those on, and they certainly made a difference yesterday riding it. It was rather cold. Brakes are really good. Suspension's good. You know, I can't really complain about this at all. There's nothing I can really moan about. So I've done a lot of mileage on this over the last day or two, really, and you know, it's good. It really is good. It's nice to get on a triple again, because all my bikes are twins, and yeah, it is nice, and such a triple at that. And it's funny, I like this TFT screen on this bike. I don't think it suits the Scrambler, but I think on this it's fine. I mean, I think the Speed Triple RS screen would be nicer, but this is okay. You know, I can live with this. I mean, the good thing is there's not really a lot in the way of accessories for this that I'd want to spend money on. I've spent a fortune on the bobber, but on this, it's the screen and the heated grips. Possibly get the luggage at some point later on, I doubt it, but yeah, it doesn't need anything else. One thing I have noticed is the speedo seems to read about 5 miles an hour out, and that's on all speeds, sort of anything from 25-30 miles an hour upwards. It seems to be about, certainly with the sat nav, I strapped my sat nav to it the other day, and it was out by about 5 miles right the way through the range. But it's not a bad thing, I suppose, because it gives you a bit of leeway with speed cameras. It's very deceiving how fast you're going on. It's just so smooth, and it's revving so low. Such a lovely riding position as well. The one thing you do a lot of is fuel station fill-ups, which I will be doing again in a minute. I mean, it'd be great in the summer, this bike. I've got lots of gear on at the moment to keep warm, but it'd be lovely cruising around in the summer. I should imagine there'd be a fair amount of heat off the engine. What would you like today, bike? I think we can have BP or Shell. Well, that averaged 38.5 to the gallon. And that was riding country roads, that fill up. I think the great thing with a bike like this is just the sheer size of that engine. I mean, the thing is with this, they're not going to be making bikes like this for many more years, not with the way the Greens are attacking us all us petrol heads anyway. It'll be electric, won't it? Which I suppose will be alright, but not my idea of fun. But yeah, this is just something so different, isn't it? It's making a statement. So we will try and keep stuff going on the channel, but with this old coronavirus going around, it might slow some of the riding down a bit or stop it. So until next time, keep safe out there, and thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon. The size of the back tyre on this thing as well, 240 rear back tyre, that's some tyre. So here's the new bike, Rocket 3R in red. Look at that lovely finish. So the only extra we've put on it is the heated grips. Size of that tyre. Let's get back on it and ride it.